how you can make money as a teen in 2021. And I do want to encourage though that if you are young, don't be in a rush to start making money and, being independent and stuff, because it's not fun. You got to start paying taxes and really just enjoy your youth and enjoy not having to pay bills or anything like that. But if you do want to work just for some extra money, food, whatever, then this video is for you. So the first job is babysitting. Babysitting is amazing because the pay is really, really good. I wouldn't say it's an easy job.
That is a very big fat coat. I hate it!
You better put that coat on.
But it's not like a physically strenuous job. Like, it's a job that you can do without coming home and being like super duper tired from work. So the next thing you can do as a 13-year-old is lawn mowing. Lawn mowing is super good. The only thing about lawn mowing is it is a very hard job and it is physically strenuous. It takes a lot of energy to mow a lawn, and a lot of times, people will just want to pay you $20 for like 3 hours of work. So lawn mowing is not something that I would heavily recommend, but it is an option there. You can also house sit or pet sit. I think this is an amazing job during the summer or Christmas break or any holiday break that we have off from school. It is a very easy job. Next job that you can do as a 13-year-old is start a YouTube channel. You can actually start a YouTube channel at any age, but I feel like 13 is a really good age to start. It is a job that doesn't guarantee you money, but it is really fun if you do enjoy it. The only thing, again, with YouTube is there's no guaranteed income. There's no guarantee that if you start YouTube, you will make money. Just start making videos. Make sure you talk with your parents before you do any of that. So the next thing you can do at 13 is tutor. So tutoring is good. You can start tutoring like elementary school kids. If you're really strong in a subject, like let's say you're really good at English, you can start tutoring people in that. You can also start a Etsy business at 13 with your parents' permission. So if you're really good at a specific art or craft or something that you could potentially make money off of, you can start a business on Etsy and start selling whatever product you make. So when you're 14, you can actually start working in your family business if you are 14 in some states. So if your family has, a restaurant or an office that you can, work as like an assistant or a clerk or something, you can do that at 14. It's a very easy job. Obviously, your parents will be paying you, but it's still something that you can do to, get experience and just work, but not work too hard. So another thing you can do is a lot of local grocery stores will start hiring 14-year-olds as cashiers or baggers. It really depends on your state because there's a lot of grocery store chains, but not all of them are all over the country, and some of them are only in specific states, so you really have to do a little bit of research first to make sure that the specific grocery stores around you actually hire. And at 14, you can also start working at McDonald's. You can also start working at some Chick-fil-A's, and you can start working as an ice cream scooper over the summers. I feel like an ice cream scooper is an amazing job. And at 15, you can start working at Dairy Queen. You can also lifeguard at 15, which is what I'm doing. So I can make a whole video on exactly how to become a lifeguard, but it's a very simple process. And at 16, you can also become a Starbucks barista. I think becoming a barista would be so fun. Starbucks pays pretty well. I think they start out at $12 or $13 an hour. I could be wrong, but they start off pretty decent, at least as far as I know. And as far as I've heard, they treat their employees pretty well. And in addition to becoming a Starbucks barista at 16, you can apply to basically any entry-level job. You can work at most fast food restaurants at 16. You can work at most retail places at 16. And when you're 17, you can virtually get any job that you want because you know how to drive and you've probably been working or you're about to graduate high school. So when you're 17, you can get a lot of jobs. In some states, you can become a CNA at 17. You can start working in a hospital at 17. There's a lot of job opportunities, and I would recommend, based on your age, just do a lot of research on, do research on what the child labor laws are in your state. Do research on the companies that are available in your state. Like in my state, Chick-fil-A does not hire 14-year-olds, but they do hire 15-year-olds. But in other states, they do hire 14-year-olds, you know? So it really depends on your state and the company that you want to work for. And you also need to sit down with yourself and ask yourself, like, what type of work do I want to do? Now, for me personally, I didn't want to do any physical labor for work, okay? Like I know it sounds a little bit bad, but I don't want to do physical work. I don't want to have to be, you know, using my muscles or anything like that to work. I just want to do, not that I want to do easy work, but I don't want to do work that I like come home and I'm like exhausted from. So that was something big for me. And so you need to sit down as a teen and be like, you know, okay, what type of work do I want to do? Do I want to do work where I am, you know, picking things up, putting things away, coming home exhausted? Do I want to do work where I'm like doing a little bit of both, you know, where there's sometimes when I'm a little bit off and not doing as much, and there's other times when I'm very busy and, you know, working? Or do you want to do a job where you do minimal work? It's not a bad thing to not want to do minimal work, because we're going to be working for the rest of our lives. We live in a capitalistic society. We're all going to be working for the rest of our lives unless you are, you know, a heiress, or your parents are millionaires, or you already are a millionaire. Like, we're all gonna be working for the rest of our lives, so you might as well like not work that hard when you're young, because you're gonna continue working for however long, you know? Do you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, like, comment, and subscribe down below. We're on our road now to 600 subscribers. That is so crazy to say. I'm still so incredibly grateful and thankful and feeling very blessed to have hit 500 subscribers in the time that I did. We are coming up on my 1 year YouTube anniversary, which is crazy that we're coming up on that, because who would have thought, you know, who would have thought? But yeah, I'm really excited for, you know, all the videos that I have planned and content and just growing, and I'm very excited, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.
There's so many reasons you should care. Don't stay.